Hi, I'm Margie.
And I'm Barb Kaufman, and together we are the
Real Marketing Mavens. And this is our Hot Flash. And today we're turning up the heat because we are talking about women supporting women.
If you've been watching the Women with Wings, we have been talking to women who are in business or working in a business and all the challenges and mentoring that they do to help other women succeed.
Yes, and what they did and their path to success. So today we're turning up the heat, and we wanted to talk a little bit about why we started the Real Marketing Mavens.
Why did we start is because for 1 week, in a 48-hour period, I had two things happen that I noticed. Number one, we had Meghan Markle, who started her podcast, and she was starting that theme, Women in Business. However, she has a great name, and she was getting all these famous women, and I thought, that it's more important to get the regular woman who has started a business, etc. And then the next day, very next day, as a matter of fact, I was doing an item for the business community, and there was this woman who just sat there like this the whole time and wasn't talking. And so I talk, and I went over to her and I said, what kind of business are you in? What do you want to do? And she told me she is ready to start her own business. And the reason is she was in a business meeting with all her associates, and the manager said he couldn't stand these effing women who were in his department. Excuse me, manager language. And she said she just realized then she had to do something new.
Yeah, well, we had a big discussion on this before we started this, and I had shared about my experiences. When I got out of college, I graduated with a computer science degree, one of the first women through that program at that time, which was 1985. And my experiences in the business field, because at that time, the IT industry was very, very male dominated, extremely male dominated. And I don't want to classify people, but basically the geeks didn't want the girls in their field at that time. So it was a real struggle to have any success at that time. So we really are hoping that we can take this project
and get you involved.
Yes, and get you involved.
Yes, because my own girls, in talking to them, have said that things have not changed that well. You know, there's one woman who's just really, and a woman is bitchy, but a man is more authoritative. So, I mean, then they asked me why I didn't do more in my business world. Well, I'm sorry, but when I started in business in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, it was all men. I mean, you had to play the game with them, so, you did what you had to do. And in the most part, I mean, I remember once I was at a business meeting, and it was the president of the company was actually the father of a girl I went to high school with, who was in the I can't say you would narrow it down if I'd say. Anyway, we go through and he patted my hiney on the way. Great to see you. And this was the father of a girl that I knew him growing up. And it's like, oh my gosh. Geez. So it's things like that made us want to help other women.
Yes.
And why we think the solution is talking to women like you. Sharing your stories. And so we want to interview them.
Yeah, we do want to interview women. We would love to hear your story. If you're interested in either sharing your story with us or doing an interview, that would be awesome. You can reach out to us through our website, realmarketingmavens.com. Our contact information is there. We would definitely love to hear from you. It's really very easy. It's just a 20-minute or less interview, and we provide some prompt questions that you would be able to see. We encourage you to let your friends and network and everybody know about it, so you can share the interview links on your social media and on your website, and then we will link back to you, because all these actions help increase viewership and increase your brand awareness, because this is what it's all about.
Do you have a tip as to what women can do to start?
To start helping women with women?
women.
Well, I think one thing we need to do is we need to be nicer to each other. We need to not be so catty and backstabby and
It's business. It's not personal.
It is. It's not personal. And don't be afraid of competition. We saw a wonderful interview with Robin Pellegrini from Alfred's Victorian,
Yes.
and she shared with us how she supports women in a wonderful way to support her business, to support them, and everybody
Wins.
goes up.
Everybody wins.
Yep, everybody wins. So by working together, you can share your unique talents and skills, and that's what we
want to do, and we want to work with you. So please contact realmarketingmavens.com. Our emails are there. Our phones are there.
Phone numbers are there. Feel free to call us at any time.
And we can come to you if you're local Central PA area. Otherwise, we'll set up a Zoom and record you, and we're going to make you a maven in your business.
Oh, I love it, because we are the Real Marketing Mavens.
Real women,
Real stories.
real results. Please give us a call or email.